Mana
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum.
mana mana
Bum, ba-da-da.
mana mana
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum.
na 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 na.
Well, and speaking of more games, we actually have a new game that we're talking about, and I think
RPG.
it's action RPG. Now, the only thing that's not that new about it is it's another one. I think those Dark Souls like type games, which have been sort of beaten into the ground a bit. But we do like our action RPGs, at least on this side of the table. So, looking forward to seeing how this turns out. We actually had some gameplay video of it come out this week. So
also, they actually seem to improve the magic. The magic looks cool, and that's one thing Dark Souls games are notoriously weak. Is that they kind of my Dark Souls experience was that your character sucks. Now I know that it kind of works into the story in its own weird way if you're familiar with the story, but your character kind of sucks, and your magic kind of sucks. Your combat kind of sucks. And that was where a lot of challenge came from. It wasn't the game was like, not like Sekiro, where it's like, no, you're a badass. The game's just hard. It was, your character kind of sucks and the game is hard. This, you look like you're a badass again, which like Bloodborne, more like Bloodborne, which has drawn my eye. But what we were noticing is he pointed out to me, he knows my weakness.
Oh, yeah.
And he showed me the summoning skeletons. I was like, is there necromancy? But it's a special attack. But it still, I love my necromancy in any form. And the fact that it's like, I was like, I like it. Then he showed me a later one where a guy actually summoned a combatant that stayed on the battlefield and fought. I love summons. Yeah, that one. I love summons. You gonna do it when he's dying, man? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But no, like, I like the attacks. There's a lot of other really good looking magic in another video. So, I mean, it looks really impressive. But, like, this is cool. This dude stays on and fights, takes hits. You see him get hit. He eventually gets taken down. But the fact that you can summon something that stays on a battlefield plays to my love of playing a spellcaster and action.
As soon as I saw any form of summoning, I knew I could get Q on board to be hyped about something. So, it's good to get Q hyped every once in a while and not just saying fuck Sony or something, but fuck Sony.
It's coming out on it's coming out on other consoles. It's coming out on Xbox. It's coming out on PC. Yeah. It's coming out on the shitbox, PlayStation Flow. But no, like, it looks fun. The combat looks good already, man. There was some good sword play. I want to, what I haven't done in a while, Blood Axe? I want to give me a big-ass battle axe. I mean, not a sword. I want to get it. I want to see if I can build an Astaroth, and then I'm going to build a spellcaster, a summoner. But I want to build Astaroth. I want to run around in my underwear with a big axe and just trade blows. And this looks like I can do that. I mean, I want the biggest freaking axe. I want anime oversized axe. If you got that, you will get a high score from me.
Yeah, and they do actually have.
I want his axe though, or sword, whatever it is. I want that.
They do have some multiplayer elements in the game, so that's
Zeno's
sort of
already
cool.
said he probably won't play.
Apparently, you can PvP or PvE co-op. So
he already said it. I even asked him, "You think you might play it?" When he's like, "Probably not." I was like, "Wow!" I got turned down before the game came out.
I mean, I'll try. I just don't want to make any promises because you know me. You know me. Yeah. I will, and I don't want to be that person. So I'm trying to be
on occasion, not all the time.
I will try. That's all I can say.
Because I know Blood Axe isn't going to get this game because I love my boy Blood Axe, but these games are hard as hell.
Blood Axe is evolving as a gamer. I see him getting into a lot more stuff now.
Dark Souls games are very frustrating.
This game really is interesting, and I am curious about it, but the multiplayer aspect, if it's going to be like Dragon Age Inquisition, it's
no. You're thinking of the other game we tried, the weird vampire one where the multiplayer was horrible. Code Vein had the worst multiplayer implementation I've ever seen.
But when we tried multiplayer on Dragon Age Inquisition, it wasn't even the game itself. So I was like, yeah. But if you can go through the campaign or the main story with a buddy, hell yeah. We'll stream all that shit and put it on YouTube.
Oh, sorry. I mean, from what
it wasn't, but I didn't.
It wasn't a great game, but the multiplayer wasn't that bad.
From what it looked like from the game preview, it looked like the multiplayer was one where you played your game and you could basically invite a friend in at the rest locations. It looked like is where he pulled his friend into the game. So it looks like it's just, hey, I'm going to play my game. Hey, you want to jump in and play with me? You can.
But there's a really big question we need an answer to is, does your friend get to keep their progress from their game, or is it reset when you come into yours? Because if they keep their progress, then hell yeah, because I'll grind on separately whenever I have a time, and Q's not available, and he'll grind when I'm not around. But when we get together, we'll go kick ass.
I'm all for it.
I'm hoping that I'm hoping the multiplayer does give us the ability to keep our progress and be able to play together through the entire story.
I'm not even worried about story progress. I just want to be able to at least acquire loot as well as XP, so that like if I find something, I'm worried about, since you're a guest, you can't even acquire items. Yeah.
This is the part where they actually talked about it, so we can play it real quick. And
online multiplayer can also be enjoyed with players from other worlds, from cooperative to PvP and invasions.
She looked less red glowy than that one, so that must have been the NPC we saw in the other scene, because that other guy was glowing a lot.
Yeah.
That looks not that bad.
So, and that's the only thing they say about multiplayer. So there's there's a lot of questions that need to be answered about multiplayer.
But it's February next year. It will fit into a slot before Tiny Tina's Wonderland in March. So we'll give it a go, and we'll probably do a review on it. And depending how good it is, we may actually do the entire story for those few dice junkies that actually want to play together as a team. So
yeah. And the other good thing is that you need a palate cleanser, because as excited as I am for Tiny Tina's Wonderland, we know Borderlands' infamous patches. So it's going to be getting patched. It's going to be broken at points. So having something when we get pissed off about that we can go over here and play for a sec until they decide. Because what's going to happen is they're going to patch something. They're going to break it. We both, dude, we played a lot of Borderlands. You came in after all that. You're very smart. We suffered from the meta changing. Like, your skill got completely... Blood Axe had the most straightforward build, and a number of times he had to change his rocket launcher he used, change his skill layout, because they went in and just said nope, and he's like, this gun doesn't work. Remember when the back burner kept killing me?
Still does. It still does.
Oh yeah, you're right. They never stopped that. But no, for a while everything was killing me. It wasn't just a back burner. You were killing me with the Scourge.
My yellow cake. My lovely yellow cake that I absolutely love so much that they basically bent over and went in dry. But yeah, the yellow cake, the back burner, I can't remember the one that we get from the takedown.
Globetrotter. Globetrotter for a while was killing my pet. Plague Bear.
Yeah, I mean, the Plague Bear is the one that I ended up settling with, which. It only works because the shield that I had shoots 2 rockets at once, and it doesn't consume the extra ammo. So,
and it doesn't murder me.
No, it doesn't. But that's my favorite rocket. Actually, you know what? I miss Borderlands. You need to reinstall it. We need to go through and play Takedown again, because it's been a while. I'm getting kind of nostalgic about it. So yeah, I'm gonna play it tonight.
You want Flak to? You know what? Yeah, actually, everything was playing. It's kind of boring as fuck. Like, literally, I just thought about it. I was like, I'm so bored with all the other stuff. Screw it. All right, we'll re-download Borderlands.
Trevor DeVal's Emperor Palpatine is like the love child between Mark Hamill's The Joker and Stewie Griffin.